Trading flags can often be a great and simple day trading strategy for you guys to use when you are starting. In this video, we'll cover what is a flag, what they look like, and then we'll use two examples from today. Hope you guys enjoy, and if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Thank you. Alright guys, so getting things started, this is going to be an example of how to trade flags, how to identify them, and then some tips and tricks for you guys to trade a flag. I made this quick little visualization. I'm going to cover this, and then we can go into some examples from the market today to give you guys a better visualization of how to identify flags. Flags are one of the most common patterns that you can trade. They're a really good pattern to trade, but they must be used in context to what is happening. And in this case, if we are going to be doing a bull flag, we want to identify at least levels to risk off of. Key daily levels, key daily setups. Is the stock trending? If it's uptrending, then a bull flag breakout is much more likely to happen. Are we in a trending market, or are we in a consolidation? That also affects it. So although the bull flag pattern is great by itself, it is much better when you do combine it with other confirmations. Things like market structure, like I mentioned, daily trending structure, where this is occurring, and then how a stock got into this flag. The general gist of a flag right here is really, it just involves a move up and then a consolidation move here. In this consolidation move, we're looking for low risk entries for a continuation of this trending structure here. I will cover two examples here today on setups that were prime examples of flags, but the general gist of it is you get a big move, and you can see it's really like a flag. It looks like a flag. You get the pull here, you get the flag component, then you're looking for that breakout structure here for that continuation move to the upside. Why they're so powerful is you can get oftentimes a very good R, at least into high a day and then into that continuation, and you have a clear defined stop loss. So you know exactly where your trade is going to be wrong, which is why many people enjoy trading them. So again, the general gist of how this works, and let me just draw it like this. You get an uptrending move here, you get sideways consolidation like such, and you're watching the breakout of this for that move higher. And what do we want to see on that breakout? We want to see volume. Now you may be wondering, what time frame can I trade this on? I personally use either the 2-minute, the 5-minute, or I will combine the daily chart into a shorter time frame entry. So it's not like I'm just trading a daily flag intraday, just saying, oh, that's my trade. I have a really wide stop for a swing trade, whatnot. But if we have a daily setup or a flag setup, then I will go in and try to find an entry on the 2 in the 5-minute chart. So again, key being this breakout here on volume. Similar visualization here. You get a nice upside move here. You get this consolidation, which is profit taking, some shorts trying to come in, and then you get this continuation move right here. Again, they're very powerful. You know where you're wrong. If this breakout fails, your setup is wrong. Stop out, you wash out, you repeat, you trade this setup in the long run structure. So again, let's go in and let's break down a few setups here. So the first one I see here is on MU. And what we see is a nice movement, but first, let's consult the daily chart. What is going on in the daily chart? Clearly, it is an uptrending stock and an uptrending name. We have constant higher highs, higher lows. You can see the chart is going from the bottom left of your screen to the top right of your screen. Now let's get even a little more in detail. What about this higher low right here? So if we're counting higher lows on MU, you have a low right here, you have a pivot low or a candle low right here, which is higher than this one. And then all of these consolidation candles indicating buy pressure on the daily chart are higher than these prior lows over here, indicating a daily higher low for that breakout to the long side here. We're also retesting a key prior resistance turn support region, which is also added confirmation. So those are just a few of the reasons to be watching a flag entry on MU, in this case for today. Now let's go in and let's identify a flag. There's actually a few of them that you get here. First one, so where do we see a big upside movement? We get a pullback, and then where's that continuation move? Where we get a move just like this, a flagpole. This is the first one right here. Pop up, pullback, volume confirms this breakout bar right here. So really, this would be your entry bar. So your entry bar here. Now you could wait for that candle to close, or you could wait when it breaks above this new high. One thing I will note is your stop is going to go right at this low right here. So if you're entering early and all of a sudden you get a big red wick and this candle stuffs lower, that's a failed breakout. It's likely going to go lower, at least touch down into the prior day close or the open. So this is a prime breakout spot here, and you can see this very, very nice continuation move here. What about this setup right here? Isn't this also a flag where you get a move higher? And let me annotate this, where you get a move higher right here, a slight pause in an uptrending name, and then you get that continuation move right here. Now, if we're entering at this, our stop is going to go right at these lows. We know we're wrong here because that flag would fail. So we get a push up. If we fail here, we could see a retest back down into this prior day high for that continuation move. So we're watching for a big push up. It could be one candle like this example, or it could be multiple candles in the second example, a consolidation period, and then a breakout and hold of that flag. And what you could do to help you guys identify those flags, if you see this move, you could just do something as simple as that. And you're entering on a break of this wedge right here, something like this on a break of this wedge, just like this. Now, this is on the 2 minute. Like I mentioned, you could use the 5 minute, you could use the 15 minute, you could use the hourly or the 4 hour if you're swing trading. I personally have found using the 2 minute and using the 5 minute to be very helpful. So again, you can draw those trend lines, or you can just visualize it yourself and enter off of that. So that's an example here on MU. Let's go into an example on NVIDIA, which is a textbook flag pattern here. So you get a nice advancement, you get a consolidation period, and then boom, what happens? Look at this volume right here. So you get the volume to confirm the breakout, and then you get a strong trending continuation here. The other thing I'd like to note is look at the sequence of higher lows right here. So higher low, higher low, higher low here, and then finally we end up getting boom, that break. This volume confirms. If you're entering on this bar, your stop is right here, and this one could have easily ran for 2 to 3R heading up into that high area. And what's really nice is we have a clear defined risk. We know where we're wrong. If this bar ends up doing something like this candle right here, or this candle up here, this reverse like doji type or inverse hammer, then it's your sign to get out. This is very likely to fail break, trap a lot of longs, and then push lower. Our confirmation here is the volume, this breakout, these higher lows. Well, yes, we do have lower highs. We're breaking those prior highs, we hold, and then we get that continuation to the upside. I hope this video provides you guys value in identifying flags, identifying bull flags, understanding them. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down below. Thank you, and I hope you guys are all having a great day.